got the new stream going. And on pause, we have the new gig. Totally fucked up the last one. We're gonna start over again. And the next time I do this, I've got one laptop right now that I'm using, my Windows laptop, to play the game, VR, and stream. And I have a Mac, which I'm gonna make the streamer next time and output the HDMI from the PC over to the Mac and use it so that I will have more resources available on the PC, because we're using 98% of this NVIDIA 4070 that's installed on this laptop, and it's a little bit of 8 gigs of RAM, so it's not much. Alright, so we're gonna go over to, we got an SM to FH. So FH is, where's FH? I haven't been there yet. FH is the farm. Oh, it's right below us. Okay, it's just to the southwest. More west than anything. It's 166 tons, 17 cents per mile, 72 minutes. Deliver steel roll, steel slab, and steel billets. Okay, so this is the shunting job that I did yesterday that I did not film, is putting those cars together and getting them loaded and put over in the yard track. So we're going to have to come off of where we are right now and go over to the yard track to B40 and grab them. They're coupled to the other cars on that track, so we're going to have to uncouple them. We have to haul them out of town from SM over to the farm, which I have not yet been to, and then we're going to put them, let's see, so we haul train to the farm location, harbor in town, and then we deliver the cars at station track C2I, and that's it. And then we call for a dinghy home or something like that. So let's go see, let's go grab our motor. Do we have anything to pay right now? I don't think so. Fees, no fees due right now. Okay, so that's good. Come on. Stats, money, current, we're at the borders, 1, copay remaining, copay total, fees, total, fee tolerance, time bonus deadline total, 0%, 425 owned, 4 out of 25. 7 grand ain't enough to get the next thing, so, oh wait, was that a light switch? Oh, I can't touch you. Why is there, where is there light switches if I can't turn them on and off? This is a simulator, right, people? I mean, we got rooms to chill out on the sofa and catch some sleep. There's a copy machine, which is useless. What are we copying? I'm gonna sit on this thing and copy my balls. Alright. This is marked not child friendly. I'm former Army, so we don't do it kiddie friendly. And I don't have any monetization that I know of right now. I'm not. Gee whiz. Seems like I just kept running and running for no reason. There's no money in here this time, so let's go find our train. So everything has been reset. We gotta go to B4 to get these cars right here. Okay, this is what we gotta be looking at, is the coils, the flats, and the pillars. So let's just make sure we got the right cars in front of us, these 3. Let's look at the order, and what is this thing down here? I need to throw this motherfucker away. You can go out here, I'll leave you there. Okay, it's about as good a place for it as any. That's what we do with the paperwork on the railroad. It just gets evaporated back into the earth, as far as we're concerned. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the 299, the 915, and the 291. So this should be a 915 and a 291. Okay, so we got the right cars on B40. Now let's come with our yeah, B4I, whatever the hell this is. Yeah, B40. Okay, 40. What weird track labeling. Okay, oh yeah, and I was supposed to in the last video discuss my experience. So I was a conductor back in 2014 to 2018, I want to say, somewhere in that range, and then I was fired for 2 years for leaving a derail open to the main line which was a really bad no-no, and I didn't even know about it. I mean, the whole day was working on local, and it went swift and easy and no problems, and then all of a sudden, boom! We get interrupted in our sleep at the hotel. Well, after we're sleeping at the hotel, we're done. We get picked up by the train master, and instead of having a trip to go home on, we have a cab ride home to go see the man about something that went wrong. And it was that derail. And it would have never got reported, but somebody on the Corn Railroad line who has the key to fix it themselves, and many of their people used to work for our company, would fix them themselves and not even report it. But this guy reported it to dispatch on a recorded line, and so I was the conductor at the time, who is the boss, and they're the one responsible for everything, and got fired for 2 years for that. So that was fun. And then I came back for a year, and then got sent to engine school. 1 year after coming back, so that was pretty quick, you know, going from being a conductor for a while to becoming an engineer. I hate the grab system. Can I stand here? Okay. What is going on? I can usually get closer to this thing. Okay, let's see if that's lined up. Nope. Oh, good, okay. I do like the fact to go. What the hell is going on? Autosave. Just totally befuddling my setup. What is going on here? I'm frozen. Frozen in time. The D lost everything. Okay, alright, she started to come. It is still in a state of malcontent. I have not hit the button. Why are we having so much trouble here? On pause, raise the roof, get the altitude set right, and let's go. Okay. Alright, looks like that glitch is over with. Turntable's in the right spot. Let's go honky up this engine and get her moving. Okay, so turn the valve in to close the air. Give me that. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, and light locomotive, so turn all the lights on. Okay, cab fan. Brake. Independent. Charge this thing up. So we got oil, fuel, sand is okay. Amps, temperature. This is how it works for us, and we're in miles per hour and Fahrenheit, so we're definitely in Europe or something, or some kind of place like that. Alright, so air's full. So let's get her out onto the carge. Forward. Why will you not move? Oh, I'm an idiot, because you're in full throttle. Yep. Alright, let's go. That's enough. Honey, is it coming through? Turn this son bitch. speed. Alright, those lights are on. And those lights are on. So we're good there. Alright. Let's come out this son bitch. It's gonna be nighttime. Kill the dome lights. Alright, so we should have checked. All of our switches should be good. Yes, Squirt. Hello. Hello. Yeah, sorry, I had you. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. Blue choice. Yeah, blue health, blue choice, healthy blue, whatever it's called, blue. You want blue. I've always been a Blue Cross Blue Shield guy. I don't like Aetna, I don't like United, and absolute total crap is the one that they say doesn't pay very well and you have limited use of providers. Haley hasn't had any issues with APC, or ATC, but we did when we were on it years and years ago when you guys were littler. So I'm on Blue Choice now and we haven't had any issues. That's the one thing doing your mom's surgery is Healthy Blue. So, it's up to you. You can go with either one, but I prefer blue all the time. Yes. Well, I've always had, everywhere I've worked, I've had Blue Cross Blue Shield, and, if I didn't, I had Aetna or United, and I didn't like them, and they didn't give you as many offerings, and Absolute Total Care also has limits to who you can go to sometimes, because many providers report they don't pay on time, or stuff like that, so you can have issues with that kind of crap. Yeah. Definitely good to not, if you don't have vision, yeah, forget it. Alright, love you, kiddo. Bye. Hey. Well, if Healthy Blue gives you vision, then go with them between the two. I don't know if they do, so that's something to look up and know about. So, but I prefer blue. I actually don't know if they have vision because your mom would need vision, and I don't know if we have that under her. But I don't know if we even qualify for vision with the help with the Medicaid stuff. So that's a good question. All right, love you, honey. Bye. Alright, I'm still here. Honey, is it working still? Okay. My wife's watching in the living room, making sure my stream is copacetic. And stuffy! And it's starting to rain, so we're gonna start slipping and sliding now. That's just freaking great. Alright, let's double check our orders. We're going over to the B40 track. And then we're hauling ass. So that's the next thing I gotta look at is how to get to the farm, because I don't know if we go through this yard, through that middle track to get out of here, and go towards the farm to go southeast. I'm guessing so, because right now we're facing northeast, or southwest northeast, so right now we're at, what's my compass? Yeah, so right now we're actually facing northeast. Yeah, okay. Haven't used a compass in a while. Shit, that's a good reminder. B40. Alright, so let's set this. That's over, and I think I got us already lined up to B4 if I remember earlier, but I don't remember anything, so let's just go for it. Stop. I did not line us into B4. Oh wait, no I did. Yeah. We're going the right way. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay. More mindless shit. Brain, all TBIs are bad. Just know that. Okay? I don't like this cab layout either. I prefer my controls right in front of me here. So I can drive this way, but now I gotta turn all the way around to get to the goddamn independent. Three-step wrong. Turn off that big fucking booming light back there. Come on. I don't like the way the reverser turns. I can tell you that. And it's, wow, it's bright in here. For as dark as it is, let's get the wipers going. Yeah, open the windows on this damn trolley. Okay, good. I was about to say, that's no bueno. The pads are touching. That qualifies in my book. Now we gotta go cut the air out from back here. No brake there. No brake there. Air's pumping up. No brake there. Alright, and we're going to assume these cars have had a good 102. Alright, cut you apart, and you go over here. Alright, so we got all that shit done. We got our 3 cars. Let's charge them up. Turn 3-step off. Oh, forgot my handbrake. Oh well. I hear a bunch of air. What's charging? I mean, the airflow, we don't have an AFM on this. There's a brake pipe pressure, main reservoir pressure, bar, or what, yeah. But I like an airflow meter, so I can see if there's air moving through the system, even if it's keeping high pressure. Alright, so we're good. Let's get the book out and see where we're going. So we want to see FM. Farm. Alright, let's look at the work order. Okay, we're going to C2I. So it's got to be that number. Water tower, coal tower, charging station, diesel repair, locomotive storage. A switch, a track yard ID, a freight yard, a passenger yard, military dead end, exit, turntable, station, full basic, and shop orientation. So let's get back to FM. So it's like this. So if we come in from this leg, we can come into CO2, shove in and drop off. Okay. And from SM, water over there, that's all that means. On shop, electricity, track, turntable. Okay. Starting to winter lingo. Okay, it's just taking me a little bit. Alright, so we're going to have to shove down from here to the farm and shove in and go down into 2. And so we're going to have to watch the rear somehow. I think there's a way to have both cameras up at the same time. That would be nice if that was the case. Let's make sure our freight's moving. Should hear. Did I hear no? They are separating. That's good. So we need to go down this track next to it to shove down out of the yard. So we need to come up and go down this one. I think we need to turn here. SM. We need to go here, down 6 to get to the farm, I believe. Yeah, to go that way. this is the 5. Let's look at the book again. With the map. SM. Okay, we're in the right spot. Yep. Yep, looking at the farm. Okay, that's a Y right there. That's what that is. Sorry I haven't been as talkative. I'm a little focused when I'm driving. And I'm not even facing the right way in my damn chair. Okay, so we're heading in the right direction where that little blue dot on the map, and we gotta get to the farm, and we're gonna go into the farm shoving. So I'm actually gonna go preview the junt first. Okay, we're still aligned to the farm. We're going down 5-way. And we need to go into the farm. Right here is the first problem. I bet this is an issue. Because right now, we're at this switch. The train is back there. And we need to be on come to the first track. It is. Oh, I didn't know the arrows on the radio tell you which way it's going. Oh, that's genius. I'm an idiot. Alright, so then we're going to the left again. There's 3L. And then it should be left, no, it should be straight here to get to 2S. So 2S. Then we have to couple up to this equipment. Bunch of cars here. Where's everybody else? Why am I the only one out here? This is how it is in real life. You're always alone. And yeah, sometimes there's wildlife. Okay. At least the moon's out and it's not raining anymore. Okay, so we're gonna go into 2S. This track right here. Let's just double check our orders. C2I. Oh no, this is A2. Wrong side then. Okay, the station tracks up 2, 2, 2, 3, 1 at the farm. Is there another farm? Where's C2I? So let's go look around real quick and see what we can find. There's one. There's no track over here. Oh, there's a lake. Okay, let's get out of the water. No swimming on the job. What is this? This must be that other line. Oh, this is where we were before. Okay, so let's see where this one goes. There's all these different lines that come through here. There's a line that went that way. Alright, so this is B. Wait, what's that? B2I. So this must be an A line, a B line, and a C line must be over there on the other side of this hill. This line right here. Or is this the through? Where does this go? H. Oh, I'm an idiot. Not H, not the farm. HB. Why? This is what you get for not paying attention to shit. Okay, so I'm at the farm. We need to go to HB, which is... Auburn Town. And where is HB on the map? Nowhere near here. Is it? Please tell me it's on the way where we're going? I bet it's not. I bet it's in the other direction. SM, CME, IME, H. Oh my god. So we gotta go down that way through the loop and over. No wonder this trip takes so long. Well, fuck the other map. We gotta go back and get. Well, at least we're right next to the Y. So actually, I can turn the train now and go forward. Okay, cool. Alright, so one thing we did right is kept us in a good position. Where's my friggin' train? We're lost! We're in the middle of nowhere! Train should be right there. There it is. Alright, so... Alright, we're at the Y. Let's shove back and pull through this switch. Yep, that's what we're doing. Alright, I'm gonna need the internal cab light because it's too damn dark in here. Can't see shit out here in the wilderness. Such a good idea. Yeah, hold on. Alright, we'll take a quick break. And we'll get back down the rail and see where we land, because it's awfully dark down there and I have no idea where we're going. I ain't been down this line yet. I should be going faster. Okay, so we're gonna get back into it. Looks like sound's working. Video's kind of working for me. It's probably working for you, but well, no, it's not working for you either. It's jittery right now. I gotta wait for it to recover. Okay, so we're back on it. Break over. Come on. Well, I can't adjust my height with something in my hands. Alright, so let's get some gas here. Notch it up a little bit. I have no idea how much further it is to the next stop, to the next line. Let's take a look at where we are on the system map. We're heading in the right direction. It's a long ways to the next intersection. So we might as well put it when we got some downhill stuff going. We're going over a bridge right now, which means we're at the bottom of the incline that we're on now. What'd you do, babe? Oh, yeah, that happens.
Put it on Sophia's.
131. He's...
What? I already sent 130.
131. What?
Well,
they should have figured that one out from the get-go. Okay, alright, let's get back to it. Did I leave this one on? Alright, so that's like that. Okay, alright, we're in the right place. Okay, so looking at the map. I'll put my little strings back on. Bandana helps a lot with VR, just keeping some of the pressure off your forehead a little bit and distributing it, and just a sweat thing too, but I'm not really warm or anything right now, even though I've been under this thing for a minute. Let's drop the throttle, coast a bit, and see where we land. We're losing speed slightly. Very, very slowly. That's good. Do not glitch. Yeah, next time definitely gotta move the OBS stream over to my laptop, my MacBook, and have it handle the stream, and just have the Windows PC handle, Windows laptop handle the game. Because this is a lot for one machine to do right now. Coming around Big Bend towards by the quarry. And that looks like a quarry to me on the map. Looks like there's a few quarries. It's a nice little trip. Be interesting during the daytime. Get to see all this stuff. So we got 2 switches coming up. And I'm going to set the other book over here so every now and then I can go reference the world map and the switch list. Because we're coming up to this switch right here. And we need to stay straight. Y and 0.3. Scanning for switches. Switches. Okay, now it's going the right way. We're gonna go straight through this one. Slight grade downhill, so we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of air to add the brakes. Get those little brake pads jiggling, chattering. And we can't do a run and release unless we get at least 10 pounds of air. And I honestly don't think the needle's moved. Oh yeah, we're at 10 pounds. Okay, good. And we should be hitting the other switch right about now. Okay, minus 1.2% grade. And we're going through the valley. Lots of turns. Let's see, so we should be a while before we hit another switch. We're going to this section. We're going to make the next left. Up ahead down here. And go into the yard. And then once we get to the yard switch point, then we'll have to take a look at where we're supposed to be going. Let's drop the air. Let's let her coast. Ain't really gaining much, so let's tap on it. We brought the right cars, or I'm throwing this one in the trash. And I won't have any jobs I qualify for. Oh. Forgot to do that last time. We don't have tunnels on my district. They're everything but. I'm not sure what all these numbers mean. I really look at the manual on the track numbers. Let's do that real quick. I want to know what the numbers on the track signs mean. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. All I want is the manual. Temperature could be part of the issue. Nope, I guess hitting the menu button was a bad idea. Yep, she's glitched everywhere now. Trying to figure this one out. This is dancing all around in here in the VR that you're not able to see right now. Let's see if I can get back to the main menu. Ah, okay, so we're kind of working. If I try to get out of the menu. I can see half the Steam world and half of this world in there. Alright, manual, since I'm clipping right now. World, outside, no. Trains, work, motorized infrastructure. Railway terminology, rail, sleeper, wooden concrete slab placed under the two rails came to now. We call them ballast. No, ballast is the rock. We don't call them things sleepers. We call them, damn it, I can't remember what we call them. Alright, yard, a Y, a balloon loop. Never had one. Well, we had one of those at a coal mine that I used to work. I only got to work at one time. Double track, passing siding, catenaries, for carrying overhead wires for over the tracks. Oh. Yeah, okay, speed limit signs. That's what I want to see. Alright, speed limit signs are poles mounted structure found on the right side of the tracks designed to inform of the maximum speed the rail vehicles will travel at. The speed limit applies to the section ahead of the sign all the way up to the next speed limit sign or a switch, whichever comes first. The speed limit signs are circular whiteboards with a red outline and a number in the center of the speed that the sign is limiting to is usually dedicated to physical properties of the track ahead, namely the turn radius of its curves. Going any faster than the limit poses a risk of derailment. Since trains are long, you need to be aware of not only the speed limit of the train, but also all the way to the rearmost vehicle. For example, if the front end of the train passes a sign with a higher speed limit than the previous, you still need to wait for the rear end of the track pass it before accelerating, otherwise the rear end will go over the limits in its track section and potentially derail. The speed limit applies to immediately following a sign, thus the sign must be observed and reacted to from a distance. That said, signs that show lower speed limits than the previous are always placed well enough headroom for a train to slow down even after passing them. This is a safety measure but should not be relied upon outside of an emergency. To help us see the better from a distance, speed limit signs show the speeds with fewer digits. Their values divided by 10, so 5. Okay. Anticipation next sign. Limit will involve a significant speed change. Speed signs are accompanied by appendix signs. If the next limit has an increase of 20 kilometers per hour or more, a green appendix with an arrow pointing up is added to the sign. Similarly, if the speed limit ahead has a speed decrease of 20 kilometers or more, the red appendix with an arrow pointing down is added to the sign. Derail Valley speed limits for going through yards is 30 kilometers per hour, except for mainline track going through, where speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. Operations involving contact between vehicles, such as coupling shunting, the speed limit is 5. Installing a distance tracker gadget helps to know when the last car has passed the speed limit, which we'll just call a counter, which can safely increase average speeds. Okay, good enough for me. Alright, so we're doing, I forget what this track is. I know the sign went by us earlier, and I think it was a 5, so we're on 50-mile-an-hour track. So we're doing okay. There's no major grades right here, from what I can tell, because we're following the valley and the rocks. So it's all about curves, and so we're moving into a 60-mile-an-hour zone for a little bit. So we can up the ante. No, don't glitch out on me again. Okay, let's get rid of the lights. Why have I lost the ability to point at things? Oh, 40. Okay, that's a problem. If Google ever calls you, it's a scam. Google will never call you about your account security or anything like that. Because they just don't do that. I guess that's what that means. We're on a flat spot now. So we can dig in. Doesn't mean it lasts for long though. Quit glitching out. I might have to just restart this whole process and close out the streaming thing until I can move it over to the Mac with the my HDMI adapter. I want to do that with the other hand. Oh shit, now I lost my controllers. One dead? Is that what's going on here? No, it's still working. 60-mile-an-hour and half a mile to the Y. Okay, so I'm going to cut the throttle and get ready to adjust the switch up ahead. To take a left. The switch is already pointing left, so we're good. And we need some brakes. And we need a straight. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. Let me. Save and exit. That's a good idea or not. Let's see what happens. Okay, because I'm gonna have to kill this whole program and try it through the Mac. So, thank you for checking out my video, or maybe having checked into the live stream. I don't see too many new names in there, but that's okay. Yeah, this thing has definitely done all it can do.